Android Auto or CarPlay for a motorcycle? We didn't forget you guys. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. We've reviewed CarPlay and Android Auto devices quite extensively for the automotive scene. But the bikers have been wondering, have we been forgotten? Well, the answer from Carpuride is no. Actually, you haven't, and they've come to market with one of these. Now this is the Carpuride W702B Pro Android Auto and CarPlay all in one unit, and we want to take a deep dive into this thing with a complete unboxing and feature review. But first, we got to get the sponsor out of the way. Gamsgo. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney Plus, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? Gamsgo has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, Gamsgo is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use Gamsgo for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney Plus, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to Gamsgo. Switching to Gamsgo is as easy as clicking the link in the description or up in the title card, which will take you to the main Gamsgo website. Select the services that you're looking for and buy them. But to show you how easy it is, we're gonna take 30 seconds and we're gonna sign up for Netflix. So we've clicked the affiliate link and I'm gonna click purchase now on Netflix. Now we have an option to buy 3 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buy a 6-month membership. I'm gonna say activate auto renewal because you don't wanna miss out anyway. Now in my case, I only need one profile. That means that I get one of the 5 included shared profiles with my Netflix account, and I can install it on one device in my home. Do you have multiple devices in your home? You might want to switch to the 5 profiles option, which also unlocks multiple devices so that you can use all of your profiles across multiple devices. But in my case, one profile is plenty. Now this is the most important step. It's gonna say, do you have a promo code? Yes, I do. And the promo code is GEARS. We're gonna apply our promo code and it's gonna say, this is a valid promo code. We're gonna click to go to payment, and then we're gonna enter in all of our details. This is a one-time payment of just $21.26. That is crazy cheap for premium Netflix on one device with one profile. I'm going to pay now. I'm gonna enter my credit card information, and that's it. Once you've paid, you get immediate access to Netflix, and it's as simple as logging into your Gamsgo account, getting the username and passkey, and then going to legit Netflix. Now it's gonna immediately say, well, who is this? Now I am account number 3, Gears and Tech, and it's gonna ask for my PIN code because I locked this down. Once I have my PIN code in, now instantly I am in the full premium Netflix experience. This gives me HD Netflix, I can download it, and it's that simple. And it works the same on all your other favorite streaming platforms. This is truly an amazing deal. You don't wanna miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. For the unboxing, first I want to talk about the box itself. It is nice, full color box. It is, you know, you're probably ordering this online, so you're not walking into a store and then looking at different models, but it is designed in a way that it could be put in a store and sitting on a shelf and you'd be like, ah, there's the Carpuride W702B Pro for my motorcycle. It supports IP67, CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth. So at a glance, you kind of see what you're dealing with. It's overall pretty good packaging, especially from like a Chinese company of product that's mostly going to be sold online, where the box itself is not as important. Moving around to the inside, we've got the unit itself. Wow, okay. This is already a little bit more extensive than what I was expecting. There's a wire, Wow, very hefty metal bracket, an extra fuse, a pry tool, a wrench, some instructions. This one says BMW motorcycle bracket user manual. This is specifically for BMWs. If you don't have a BMW, there is the non-BMW model as well, which just doesn't have that little B after it. And that's where this adapter, I think, comes in, but we'll look at this a little bit closer. And a full color manual. And there's a lot of really cool features on here, which we will talk about, and the manual will certainly walk you through exactly how to use those features. And then there's a little washer on here too that I'm not sure what that's for. Now this is everything that's here. Before I dig into the unit itself, I want to see what all these wires are. Starting with this guy. If your motorcycle already has a USB port and it will supply up to 2.5 amps of power, then this is the one that you're going to use. If you have a motorcycle that does not support up to 2.5 amps of power, you may have problems with using this cable. Mostly it's going to look like dropping out power. So this thing will just turn on and turn off and turn on and turn off. It'll power cycle on you because the voltage dropout is just too high. If that is the case, then this is what you're looking for. Or for my friends who don't have a USB port, and there's, wow, this is the guy that we're looking for. And this is a direct battery connection. So this will wire up to a switched ignition source. You don't have to do it on switched. You can do it directly off the battery. It is fused, which is great. That's why we saw that extra fuse. It does come with one fuse. And then this cord has the exact same end as this cord, so that the connection to the device itself is exactly the same. But these are for everyone who's riding those older bikes, or for those of you who don't have a USB port, or for those of you who don't want to plug up your USB port, then this is what you're looking for. There's also all of these screws and bolts and stuff, which we'll kind of explore those very shortly. The final bag we have here is going to be the handlebar mount. Now this clamp is a dual ball design, so it has a ball on the back and a ball that clicks onto our device itself, and you have to bear with me. This can clamp down. You can adjust this any way that you like, and then once you get it how you want it, then you can clamp that down, and it makes it super tight so it'll stay exactly where you want it. Now this kit, being the BMW kit, it also comes with this guy here. Now this, if you guys look very closely at this, this is designed to interface directly with many BMW models. The ones specifically covered by this device are BMW R1200GS, the R1250GS, the R1300GS, and the S1000XR looks like, and this makes installation on those BMWs extremely easy. If you do not have those models of BMW motorcycle, probably you want the non-B model, which just installs with the regular clamp and hardwires to your battery or a USB port. This one draws power off of this little connector that comes equipped on those BMW motorcycles, and then it provides the 5-volt power that it needs to connect exactly on. And the bracket is actually designed to incorporate beautifully on those models. I've got just a regular motorcycle, and this clamp is the one that I would be using. Now let's look more specifically at the unit itself. This has a 7-inch diagonal screen, which, you know, when you compare to the automotive ones, is somewhat small, but consider the fact that this is made for a motorcycle. One of the great features is it has this shade on here so that it does shield it from sunlight at most angles, so you can actually see the screen. It does have IP67 rated waterproofness, and that means that it'll handle pretty much everything you can throw at it. Just do not submerge your bike. If your bike is fully submerged, this will likely fail, but it will handle most other forms of water, mud, dirt, sand, whatever. It is sealed very, very nicely. Moving around to the sides, you're gonna find a watertight power button, which has a rubber membrane over it so that you can turn it on and off without breaking that waterproof seal. And there is a micro SD card slot there, which is under some screws, which you would need to remove in order to insert that SD card. And that again is to maintain that waterproof integrity of this device. There's some exposed Phillips screws all the way around the backside, which kind of adds a bit of an industrial feel, but it also helps to ensure that they get that gasket around there and make sure it's super tight so that this has a very, very high chance of surviving on a motorcycle in the conditions that you're going to be using a motorcycle. With the physical features out of the way, let's review what the software features are. Obviously, you bought this because it supports Android Auto and CarPlay. This is wirelessly through your phone, so it works with Apple devices and Android devices, and it will support streaming to this device. It is much safer than trying to use a cell phone because, especially in Android Auto, it has a mode that is very touch friendly and very, in this case, motorcycle friendly. So your Android phone is a smaller screen probably, but this has much bigger buttons that are easy to push. You can see from the powered up screen here, we can see all of our settings are easy to pull up, our equalizer, our volume. You can adjust your brightness, but it also features an auto dim feature, which is if you turn that on, when it gets dark out, it'll automatically start to dim it so you're not being blinded, but it's super bright LCD screen. Some other features that are less obvious is this guy right over here, which has a barometric pressure and a compass built in, which is quite handy. I know for me, the barometric pressure is something that I could use very easily, which will help give you a good indication of the kind of weather that you can expect. When the pressure changes, typically weather changes, but also the compass is handy while you're driving around where you maybe don't have cellular service, and this will tell you if you're heading north, south, east, west, whatever. Very, very handy, all digital compass. The next huge feature for those of my motorcycle friends is dual Bluetooth output. Yes, you can output sound to your Bluetooth headset, but also output the same sound to a companion rider, someone who's riding on the back of your bike. They can enjoy the same music that you are through this interface, and they hear everything that you hear. Also, if you do have a companion rider with you that is on your bike, it supports intercom feature. That makes it so that the Bluetooth headset of the person on your back can actually communicate to you through your Bluetooth headset. There's a small asterisk next to that claim, which is you can't listen to music while you use the Bluetooth intercom feature, but it is there and it is supported. If you want full details of how that works, then obviously the manual is going to tell you exactly how to do that and how to make that work for you. But it makes it super convenient on a touchscreen display so that you're not getting overly distracted while you're trying to pilot the bike and navigate that stereo and whatever else it is you're trying to do. Otherwise, that's mostly how it works. Now I want to try and connect my phone to it and just see how easy that is to do. So I'm using an Android phone, and I'm going to click on Android Auto, and then it's going to say to make sure that I connect to Carpuride C4D696 on Bluetooth. So all I'm going to do is just pull up my Bluetooth connection here, and I'm going to look for a device that I haven't used before, and there it is, Carpuride CD42 something 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 something, and it will just connect. Now it's saying, do you want to pair? Yes, I do. The pass key matches, and then if we give it a couple seconds, it should all by itself just connect right up. And just like that, we are connected with our phone to Android Auto. Now, the first thing I gotta say is this screen is impressively bright and viewable from any viewing angle. I can show you guys different viewing angles here. Now, this is on the max brightness because I'm in my studio and it's really bright in my studio. This gives you easy access to your music. It gives you easy access to your map. If you need to toggle between anything, we can tap this button right here. We can pull up our favorite apps, which are fully customizable through the regular Android Auto system. So before you hit the road, you definitely want to go through and make sure you've got it all set up the way that you want, but then you can toggle back to your music and just be on the road. Now this is a capacitive touchscreen, and it will work if you have some thin gloves on, or if you have riding gloves that have the little tip for your finger, which if you don't have riding gloves like that, you might want to consider it, especially if you're planning to use a touchscreen, just to make sure that you're not fiddling and putting yourself in a dangerous situation by playing with too much. The beauty of Android Auto is it also supports Google support and Siri. So you can talk to Google or Siri through your Bluetooth mic and do voice commands to change the route that you're headed to reply to a text message, answer a phone call, whatever. So it makes it much, much safer. So yes, the technology that makes car drivers so much safer is now available for bike riders to be safe as well. If this is something that you would be considering, I will put a link where you can grab that from. You can get it directly from the Carpuride website, which currently listed at $369.99 US. Now, I know, you guys have all just had a major heart attack. That is quite expensive, but consider this. With police officers giving out distracted driving tickets, all you need is one ticket, and this thing has paid for itself. Not only that, the increase in safety, you don't get many lives, and bikers are at risk already. This is definitely going to help make it much safer while still increasing your quality of life while you're riding a bike. If you like listening to music like I do when I'm out on a bike ride, I want something like this to make sure that I can use it safely, but still pay attention to what's going on the road. There are so many ways to justify the cost that it's not even funny. So if you're considering it, again, links in the description where you can grab it from. If you don't want it, don't buy it. You don't have to buy it, but at least know that products like this exist, which help make your life a whole lot better while you're out cruising the streets or taking those twisties down the back roads. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.